Good morning, gamers, and welcome back to Minecraft, my first ever Java world running on my M1 Mac Mini. So this is a very special episode today. I've been recording now for a little over 4 months, and this is episode number 50. So this is a bit of a milestone for me. This is my first ever Let's Play of any kind, and to get to 50 episodes on the first try is something to celebrate, I think. So that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to celebrate by giving you a bit of a world tour. So anyone who's new here, I'm going to go around and show everything that I've managed to achieve in these past 4 months, and yeah, just give you guys an overview of what we built here together. So we'll start off inside the house. This is where I usually start most episodes, coming from here, wake up in the morning on my bed, surrounded by all my cats, and come out onto the balcony and observe the world that we've created. Not much more up here really. Down here we've got the library. So pretty proud of this building, this side of the building. It looks really great. This is where I do all my enchanting. I've got hidden chests all over the place. So in here I've got my lapis, the things to enchant, and then I've got my books all stored around the edge. So there's some tools stuff in here, and this is all armor. This is all swords, etc. You know, you get the idea. It goes all the way around. So any enchanting stuff goes on in here, as well as de-enchanting and combining, repairing stuff. This build took quite a while, especially as I was augmenting it. This is the second version of an enchanting room I had. Over the other side of the building here is a much smaller room. So over that side, that was a mirror image of this originally. I had 2 small rooms. So this wall of the house did extend here, and there used to be a door right here, and you would go inside. But I ran out of room quickly, and when I reorganized a few things, it meant I needed to rethink this side of the house. And still on the cards is to do something with this side. This side used to be my smelting room, as you can tell by the rather grand fireplace going on here. But I moved all my smelting downstairs when I built the basement, and I made this a temporary potion room. So this is I've got 4 potion stations, and it's pretty straightforward. Of course, it's mostly hopper powered, so I just fill these guys up with water. This makes awkward potions coming from the nether wart in there, and then the awkward potions go into here, and whatever you're going to brew next. So that was sugar. Pass those bottles down through to there. I take them from there and put them in here, and they're going to extend them or make them more powerful with whatever the final stage is. And then all the ingredients and stuff for storage are all here. And when I want more water bottles, I pick up a load of empty water bottles, and I just spam click the water above our heads there. And these are my potions. I got a little slow falling from the Ender Dragon episode, which was just last episode actually. That was an epic one, if you want to go back and watch that. Some swiftness stuff. I use this a lot to run around the world. I'm getting better and better at managing my potion brewing and usage. This is the main entrance hall. Stairs going back up to the bedroom here. This used to be the main entrance to the house, and I used to have all of my storage up here, lined along the walls. But I eventually ran out of space, and so I needed to extend it. So I went underground for that. I built this storage room, which is pretty big. But again, I'm pretty proud of this. So I've got a chest for most things. A couple of things share stuff. Like there's obviously like workstations are all in here. This is interior decoration, and this is rails, and this is redstone project stuff. But a lot of stuff has got its own chests, like coal and flint and blaze rods, and quartz. You get the idea. It's pretty good. There's a load of chests at the end I still haven't used, so I've got room for expansion. It does at some point, and I've got overflow at the very end of extra stuff I don't use. Lighting and crafting tables in the floor for the pattern, and then my wall of furnaces. I keep my ender chest over here. A couple of other stations, and that's my rubbish bin. Anything I don't want, I just send down the chute right there. So that's the house. I don't think there's much else to show in here. So we'll go outside for a minute and show you what's immediately around the house. We've got the back door. Actually, before we do that, we might go downstairs. So I've got elevators here. I had to move these because I had them under the stairs originally, but the basement expansion meant I had to rethink that. So this takes me down to my mine, and down the bottom here, that's the elevator back up. This is the main mine shaft. This is the one I discovered when I very first came down here. This is the stairway I originally built to be able to access that. You can probably hear some slimes bouncing around up here. This is my slime farm. I have two, actually. Where is he? I can hear him somewhere. There he goes. Whoop. He's gone up an elevator there. So there's a slime chunk here, and there's also another slime chunk above us up here. And what I've done in each is gone up several levels. So I think this is 4 high, the size of the chunk. And then we've got iron golems over here. Looks like there's 3 on this side. And they're attracted to the iron golems. They just run across, get caught in the water, go down to there, and that's the water elevator that goes up. I can show you on the surface where that takes them. So there's 2 of those. There's one there, and there's one over there, and they both lead into the same elevator in the middle and send the slimes going upwards. This is my main strip mine. I get a lot of obsidian from here. I've got tunnels going out in every direction, that way. Most in that direction. It goes for a very long way in that direction. Over by that other red arch in the distance, I've got a skeleton spawner farm, but I don't really use much anymore. But I think that was my first spawner farm in the game. Over in that direction, a very long way, I discovered a mine shaft as well, which we cleared out pretty much completely. And there's a spider spawner over there I've not yet done anything with. Now, we've been down here a little while. There's probably quite a few guys up on the surface, so I can go and show you those quickly. So this is our elevator back up, and this takes us back inside the house again. Nice and speedy. Boom. And there we are, straight back in the library. We'll go out the back door here. This here is just my flower farm, so I'll come in here, plant spam a load of flowers everywhere, and then I'll drop a bucket of water in the middle, and they'll all get pushed to the edges. And this is my mushroom farm. I do the same again. I plant a mushroom, I bone meal it, and harvest it from inside of here. That's when I need mushrooms or flowers for dyes. This here is my bridge I built over my river. I made this river myself. This wasn't here. It starts up there in a small lake up on top of the hill. It comes all the way down and goes into the village, which I'll show you in a little bit. This here is my Cactus Farm. This is totally manual right now. I just come along with an axe and chop it all down. And then this is my Sugarcane Farm. Now this is totally automated now. This is actually the 4th iteration, I believe, of a Sugarcane Farm that I've done in this world. So I've just got a couple of observers at the end here, and when this gets to the required height, the first bit of sugarcane to hit one of those 3 will trigger the whole system. Here we go, down the end, and the redstone will trigger off down the whole length. It's double-sided, so it happens on both sides. So any one of those 6 observers sees sugarcane grow in front of it. The whole thing is triggered, the pistons fire and break it, and then there are 2 railway tracks hidden under here with hopper minecarts that go and collect it all and deposit everything in here automatically. So whenever I need sugarcane, all I need to do is come and empty that chest. This is the slime farm. So this is what we're looking at downstairs. That elevator comes up to here. That's the top of the water bubble stream, 3x3, and then we've got a water stream coming down here to push them in this direction, and then to the edge. And then whenever I need any slime, I can just come here and take these guys out like this, which I do every now and then, but I've got enough slime to last a lifetime. This is just what I haven't collected. I've got a whole chest mostly full of slime cubes in the house already. So, carrying on this side of the house, we have our stables. I only have 2 horses and a donkey right now. This is my good horse at the moment, my best horse right now. This is all very new to me as well. I only did this a few episodes ago, so I haven't had much of a chance to use these guys yet. But I built myself a nice little system here. So we've got a tripwire hook 3 blocks off the ground. So when I mount the horse, I can trigger it and run straight out, and that tripwire lowers the block in the ground, which allows me to walk out. And when I go back in, horse is docked and the horse can't get out because it's just slightly wider than 1 block. So they stay nice and safe in there. Okay, let's go over here. This is, I might tear this down. I just built this last episode, actually the very beginning of last episode, because we went to the end. And in order to do that, we need slow falling potions. So I needed a way to get phantom membranes in order to make those kind of quickly. So this was a phantom farm. You basically stay here overnight, and the phantoms will swoop down, and they get stuck in the water, and you can just swipe away at them with your looting sword and collect all the goodies. But yeah, it's a little bit of an eyesore. I just built it out here because it's an open area, so I might end up getting rid of that soon. We'll go into the village shortly. You can see the stream coming down a little waterfall here and into this pond. Now, these are my farmers who are diligently making the food for me that I then use to trade with the village. So let's go have a look at these guys. In here they do the food, so we've got a beetroot farm this side, we've got potatoes this side, and around the other side, the other 2 farms. What do we got over here? More beetroots I've got, and carrots. I've got a good price for beetroots, so I got that going double. But yeah, these guys just do their thing. There's water under there, and there's a guy in the middle right here, in between the 2 farms, and there's hopper minecart. So when they have their excess, they try passing it to the guy in the middle, and the hopper minecart collects it and pushes it down into those chests below. So that's pretty efficient. Out here I've got my cattle farms. I've had these since very early on. I haven't done much with them, but when I need leather, this is where I come, or beef. And when I need my wool, this is where I come for my sheep. This is my mega farm that I built myself before I had the villager farms underground there. So I used to keep wheat and carrots and potatoes and beetroot in here. And the way this works is just a basic waterfall style farming system. And you start and stop the water stream, and it will push the entire load of crops all the way to the end, and everything gets deposited at the end. In fact, this is too efficient. I never fixed it, but at the very end, everything just sort of overruns, and yeah, you get a ton of stuff sort of overflowing. That's fine. It does a good job. Look at this. There's just stuff all over the floor now. I really need to fix that at some point, but you know, you get the idea. It's very efficient, and I think there's something like 750 pieces of vegetables that can be planted here, something like that. When I was having mixed crops, I'd probably get about 1,000 items back from it every time, because potatoes, you know, you get tons. But with the wheat, I don't know how much you get. A lot. But yeah, it's good. This is my automated pumpkin and melon farm. Oh, we've got a gap there. I've got to fix that. But pretty proud of this design as well. It's very efficient. It's all automated, so whenever you're ready to harvest, when it's completely grown, just come down here and push this button. All the pistons fire. That grew back quick. And hopper minecarts go up and down the track, return, collect everything, and deposit it in these chests. You can see it starting to flow in here, either side. So every now and then I come by, click that button, and when I want to collect these things, I will come to these chests and gather my supplies. That's just a ruined portal that was here when I first started the world. So this village actually was here when I started the world. I spawned over there somewhere originally, and found this place straight off the bat and thought I would make it my home. So I kind of quickly fenced off the village to try and protect them, lit it up, and then I started redesigning, rebuilding the whole thing. Now, not much original remains. In fact, this village was a real mess when I came. The whole area was like over many levels. The village went all the way up to the house, where my house is at the back, up on the hill. I think this building used to be at this level. It used to be very different. This is the only thing remaining from this ground level. The church used to be higher, and I excavated around it and extended it down. But the top half of the church is original. I think that's probably about the only original thing remaining. Everything else is new. So let's have a little look around here. This is our main bedroom, I guess, for the villagers, where many of them sleep. It's their safe space. We've got our town square here, and our bell, and this is our market square. I want to build a few more market stalls, but this is our Fletcher guy. We trade with him, and this is our shepherd. We trade with him. Over here we've got our stone and metal workers house. This is another thing I'm pretty proud of. There's usually a whole load of people in here, but they've all gone somewhere else. Here they are. They're coming back. And I'm really proud of this building, actually. It came out really well. So they all come in here and do their stuff during the day, even this farmer. And at night time, I've got a little light sensor hidden under here. And what that does is when it's night time, these steps here are piston powered, and the shop closes up, and these lift up so nobody can get in or out through the front door. The lights come on, and then there is a side door around the back there. And then there's more sleeping up here. Bit of redstone on the floor here. I've got more. I was experimenting more with solar powered lighting, so this lighting lights up the lights in here for the bedroom at night, and also in the workshop downstairs. I don't know how that iron golem got in here, but he's trapped there forever now. Yeah, the church, not much to show there. I've just got my preacher guy in here, usually doing his work. It's just the tallest building in the village. This is the entrance to my original mine shaft, where the steps that I showed you down there before end up. I just sort of put a building around it just in case I ever needed another way out. The windmill, pretty proud of that too. That's the centerpiece of the village. It looks pretty awesome. I keep a couple of villagers in here. So one guy sleeps down here. I think a couple are up here as well. I've got some farmers. There's usually a guy here. And I think there's at least one guy at the very top. Yeah, here we go. Hello, mate. This is one of the places I come to trade all my food. There's another one. This is the Millstone Room down the bottom here, where they grind the flour. And there's a little farm out here that the farmers who live in here tend to. This is a little extra wheat farm, just for decoration, really, and to keep them happy. These lights will come on automatically, so they've all got light sensors on top. In fact, it's nearly nighttime in a minute. These should all ping on shortly when the sun sets. And then I've got hidden lighting throughout. I've got lighting in the walls, of course. And then under here, wherever you see these, there's a jack-o'-lantern, a lit pumpkin, underground. And it's just a hole in the ground with some water and a trapdoor to try to conceal it a little bit. But this helps light the village up. Without having torches around. So that was one of my goals. I've got a lot of lanterns, because lanterns look nice. Here you go, the street lighting's come on now. And we should be able to see the shop shut up as well. It's already shut. There we go. It's shut up for the night. And the lighting has come on. So the whole place is mob-proof, as best as I could make it, I think. There might be one or two tiny dark spots around, but overall it's pretty mob-proof. Without a single torch anywhere in the village, which is exactly what I wanted. This is my fisherman's hut. It's another build I was quite proud of, the way it turned out. It's a really nice looking building. This is where I keep my fishing rod, my nice one. And this place, I went a bit overboard with the barrels in decoration, and I ended up with so many fishermen. And this is like This place is like the hub of the village. Look how many people are in here. They love this building. They all come in here, have a little chit-chat, get to know each other, have a good time. They love it. For some reason, I don't know why, but it's their favourite building. And this is the pontoon, and this is Iron Lake, I call it, because this is where I do my fishing. But I inadvertently created a iron golem trap, and how many have we got in there now? Six iron golems in Iron Lake that they can't get out. I had to make it deep enough in order for the fishing to work. So you throw, when you're fishing right in the middle, that there's enough source water blocks in all directions around it for it to actually give you stuff. But these poor guys eventually just ended up falling in, and they're there forever now. It's fine. They're keeping the fishes safe. There's always guys around this building. This is my library, and another building I'm pretty proud of, but I keep them locked out because otherwise they will end up becoming librarians. At both doors, you can go straight through this out to the other side if you wanted. Oh man, look, it's not completely mob proof. There you go, proof. Occasionally I might get a creeper in here. Just got to be careful. I've got to do a real sweep around here at night and see if I can find those dark spots and fix them. But this is my library. I think this is the third iteration of this as well. So in here it's where I keep all my librarians. And what have we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 librarians that I currently have. And this is what I can get from them all for what cost. So I've leveled most of these guys up and got all the trades that I want from them. Flame, this is my Unbreaking 3 guy. I got a good deal on that, 24, it's not bad. Sweeping Edge, Blast Protection, this is my Looting guy. Silk Touch for 14, that's great. I think I've got 2 guys who give me that. So that's where I get my Silk Touch from. I've got a Mending guy over here. This guy does mending. So this is where I do my trading with the villagers. And I occasionally had to recycle these guys. So as it is with librarians, you get tons of one type of book and you don't need any more, or you just don't get a good set of books from a librarian after leveling them up. So I've got all my stuff to trade with them here. So when it's time to renew them, what I do is I come around the back and I've got a button here, and this button, there's a dispenser with a lava bucket inside. So when I'm not happy with one, I'm not going to do it now because I actually got a very good set of librarians here, but I would activate the lava. This chamber would flood with lava, take out the guy. I would open the door using the switch, and then I close the entire library off, like so. All these pistons from top and bottom push down and close the library off, and then I'd open the door. What I usually have to do is actually take the door off, because the trapdoor, I got confused the people who are standing outside. And then I nudge one of the people in, and they naturally gravitate to the open door, become a librarian. I trap them in, click the switch, and away we go. So this was one of my earlier redstone building designs. I was kind of proud of it. It's quite simple really. It's just a piston going down that pushes sticky block, pushes the redstone block onto the redstone, which powers it in both directions, powering all of those pistons, and does a similar thing going upwards as well. It goes up and connects it at the top there and powers all the pistons across the top. That pushes those blocks down, closes the whole thing off. So yeah, I've been very proud of this design. So I think that's most of what the village has got to offer, actually. Oh, I've got my defense towers, of course. I only have one right now, don't I? Yeah, I was going to build more. But when I have like a raid, this is a great place to come and defend the village. I'll just crouch from up here and pew pew pew, shoot away, take guys out like that. But from a distance, you get the idea. It's a stop the villagers getting in there because they end up getting stuck at the top. Yeah, I was going to put one of those in each corner, but then I started expanding the village over time and didn't know where the corners were permanently going to be. So that's the thing. Let us go have a little look at the village from above at night. Now, there's the house, there's the top area and the stable. Yeah, everything's kind of lit. I think some of the spawning might happen on the roofs of buildings. I've tried lighting it up in places, but maybe it needs a bit of work. The farmers have their own little in-village farm as well that I made them. This is actually part of what was originally in the original village, and I just sort of kept and extended it. Yeah, I've got to show you over there next, and over there. That is my portal to the Nether. I originally was using that abandoned portal over there, but I disabled that one and ended up using this one, which I made myself. It's my main Nether portal. It's sort of a bit of Nether infection here, coming from the other world. You can see how unsymmetrical my house looks right now. That's my bedroom in there with the cats. Since building the library, I sort of need to do the same on the other side and have it a bit more symmetrical, but that's something I haven't got around to just yet. So let's have a little fly around. I'm still rubbish at this. I haven't quite got the hang of using the elytra perfectly. I only just got it last episode when we went to the end and fought the Ender Dragon. But we can have a little fly around here. Have a little look from above. And see how things look. This is my tree farm over here. It's nice, better to see it from above, really. So this is where I get all my wood from. Whoop! Nearly broke my ankles. That's the tree farm. I have jungle wood, which is new to me here. I have some acacia, and then I have lots of oak and spruce that go on all over there. I have a netherwort farm down here, which is good for potions. And okay, yeah, I'm still getting used to this, as you can see. Woo! Let's go and sleep quickly and get the night out of the way, because apparently there's a lot of mobs. Great. Let's try flying over to the last area. I can show you that. So this over here is what I also wanted to show you. So this is the tree farm. It gets a bit dark under those trees and mobs can form. Ah, no! I'll have to clean that up later. That's annoying. You know, that happens. This building here is the zombie farm that I made. May not look like it, but it is actually a zombie farm. Hello, mate. What happens is, this here is the on-off switch. I'm quite proud of this design as well. So this is a vertical on-off switch. So there's a dispenser here with a water bucket and there's observers. So this light currently means that the lights downstairs are on. So we go downstairs and have a look at that. Pretty much where that creeper blew me up, there was a cave, and it led down to this spawning farm, which is here. And that's the zombie spawner. And it's all lit up right now, because the switch that we flicked, there's a water column come down here, and this observer with a flip-flop switch that turns the lighting on or off. So we've got the lighting going in underground, it goes under here for the floor lighting. And then we've got lighting up above for the lighting at the ceiling. And the central light is another piston that pushes a redstone block down onto that central light. Lights the whole place up, basically. But we don't really ever come down here because we can activate it all from upstairs. And there's water in there, as you can see. So the lights are on. We turn the lights off. Now the lights downstairs are off and the farm is spawning. And what we do, this spawner is 13 blocks beneath our feet directly at this point. And we can AFK here and wait a little while, and the zombies will get pushed from the spawner down up to a water elevator that goes way up into the sky, which is the thing you could see outside the building. There they go. Up to a very high height, pushed along again by water, and then they're dropped here. Most of them survive, and then they're all one-hit kills, so I wait here for a little while. They all accumulate, get a couple hundred in here at once, and you hit them all, and collect all the XP. All the drops come into here, a few land in your hands, and then take your rotten flesh and trade it with the clerics here, and get our emeralds back, which is great. And then any other drops that come out of here, so you often get chickens for some reason, some vegetables, but also like the enchanted armor. I can de-enchant the rubbish stuff. I can throw away the leather stuff in a bin, and once the rubbish armor, especially the gold stuff, has been de-enchanted, I just drop it in this hopper, it gets smelted down and put back in here. So these nuggets are from smelting gold and iron armor. But yeah, generally it's a safe space in here, so you can just drop here, AFK for 30 minutes, come back, and one hit and you'll get a boatload of levels out of it. Actually, here's a good example. I'm breaking 2, protection 2, so I don't want that. You de-enchant it, drop it in here, boom. There's another one, the golden armor I just picked up. I'll do the same thing. Drop that in there, boom. And those will end up as nuggets in there. I can always sleep here if I want. Yeah, that's my zombie spawner farm. It's a good place to get XP and a little bit of gold as well when we need it. I'll have to come back and fill in that hole sometime soon. So I think that's pretty much everything around the village that I can think of, at least. Yeah. With the farming of the trees, I put them all in rows here, and I put glass blocks above the trees, a single thing, so it limits the heights. The oak trees, what I want to avoid is them splintering off and becoming really awkward, because what I want to do is come through here with an axe, and I just ding ding ding, next one, ding ding ding, next one, ding ding ding, harvest it super quick, replant, walk away, done. And my saplings and things are here for continuing that, and I need these for potions, so this is where I grow those guys. I've got a vine farm going on that cliff wall as well when I want to harvest vines. I've got hidden lighting under here, green carpet, hiding pumpkin lights all over the place just to try and reduce the spawn rate of things around the outside. That's the chimney of the fireplace inside, which I've blocked the windows now, you can't really see that well. I was quite proud of that chimney and the way I made it look like it's permanently on. Oh yeah, my honey farm. I don't think I've even shown this on the Let's Play yet, but it's very new. I caught myself a couple of bees. Yeah, there's a couple of bees here, and started up a honey farm. So I can come in and put in the campfire underneath, get the honey, which is going to be useful for honey blocks and doing some other redstone-y bits. So, got lots of flowers around here, keep them happy. And yeah, then we can go to the Nether and show you a few things that are going on over there. This is my main portal. Let me just put on my golden boots, make sure I'm not going to get attacked. Okay, so this is all very new as well. This is my new main Nether Base. And we are quite a way up in the air. Oh my goodness, look at all those hogs. That's crazy. I've got some trees growing and a nice green roof, trying to bring a bit of the overworld into the Nether and make it a bit fun. we'll go downstairs quickly, but I don't really go down there anymore. My original Nether base was down here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe I'll come and show you that afterwards. Once we've gone somewhere else, they'll all despawn. So this is a hub in the air because this is my Nether network, my Nether boat superhighway. Very proud of this. This is also very new as well. So I've got 2 Nether bases up here actually, because I have a spawner farm, which I'll take you to. Which direction is which? All turned around. Yes, this is the way to the spawner farm. So this is my system. Basically, this is my fast travel system on ice with a boat, and when I come back, the boat, I row into these cactuses. The boat breaks down, gets caught by the hoppers, is powered by these droppers into these hoppers and into the dispenser. So there ends up being a boat in here. And we need an empty hand, but we just come up here, get our boat, drop it down, and off we go. And this gives us turbo-powered speed through the Nether. There are a couple of bends, but trying to keep it straight as possible. And this goes all the way up to my Nether base, my main Nether base, which I recently built on top of a Nether fortress. Boom! There's the boat system at work. You heard it clicking away there. That boat got demolished and transported and is now in this dispenser, ready to take me off next time to where I want to be. Now, I've not done an awful lot here yet, and I still get bad guys spawning. I pretty much made a giant room. There's a portal here that takes me somewhere I haven't explored, but there's a big coral reef immediately outside, but I want to do more exploration there. But the reason I built this here really was because of this blaze farm. So this was a fortress, and this was a tower with the blazes. This is another AFK farm we can do. So basically, you would stay here for an age, all the blaze will collect, and all the blaze rods will end up in this chest over here. And when you're ready, you'd come in here and take them all out, like so. When there's enough in there, I do have a crusher, but it's not very effective when there's almost none in there. I need to improve that at some point, but I was getting such high yields just by killing them with a sword, I didn't bother making it any better yet. But these guys accumulate pretty quickly, they're pretty noisy. It usually takes 3 swipes to take them out. There we go. And we've got hoppers under this whole thing with slabs, and yeah, all the blaze rods will collect in there. But you know, do a little bit of AFK, you can easily get a couple of stacks of blaze rods out of this very quickly, which is good. There's nothing down here anymore except a blaze apparently. He's stuck in the hallway. That was my original way in and out of this place, but the Nether superhighway now serves its purpose fantastically. I do get things spawning on top of it, as you can see, but they're out of the way. This is part of the old Nether fortress out here. This is just the footpath to get back. So we'll head on back to the other side of the Nether base. Let's see if these hogs have despawned. Enough of them have. I can show you around. So this is my original part of the Nether base. I'm going to go up here, actually, and take out these last 2 hogs. Cool, so this was my original Nether base. That portal was connected to the main portal. Originally, when I first came here, I spawned way up in the air here. There was like a hill and a load of trees. It looked like this, basically. But I cleared the entire area out and built this base on the ground. And I did have fast travel. Hello, mate. You've got a repeater in your hand. Where did that come from? I hope you didn't take that from one of my contraptions. I bet he took it from inside one of the chests. Anyway, so I had like various pathways going off in various directions here to get to places on foot and get around the Nether, but then my super highway here started taking priority and it's way quicker, so I basically don't come down here any longer. But this was my main Nether base. I tried to make it a little bit homely and had some trees, and this was covered a bit more. And yeah, but now I don't need to come down here again. I just use it for a bit of storage, and if I want to get some leather, it's also a good way to get some of those pigs, as you saw earlier. They spawn like crazy in this area, so they can be good for that. So let's go the other direction. I'll show you what's over here. There's a fork in the road here, so one way will go to over this direction. I have a sand village. I can show you that quickly. This is where I get all my sand and sandstone. It's night time now. This is my sand farm. So I lay down the torches and I go through and collect everything. Man, that sounds like phantoms. And this is my sand village. I haven't done anything with it yet. This village was already all here. All I've done is encapsulate the whole thing. So they're safe, basically. They've got lots of golems here, which is good, keeping them all safe. They're all obviously asleep right now. But yeah, I might do something with this village sometime soon. But this is where I come to when I need my sand. As you can see by the coordinates, we're about 1600-ish blocks away. I think the main home is back in that direction, south. So, southwest. That's where I come for my sand at the moment. Okay, off in the other direction here is... This is going to be my end portal. So this portal here takes me to... the Stronghold, and this is all very new. I only did this last episode as well, so this is all very new to me. But essentially, this is the Stronghold and the end, of course. So, in the end, I still need to make this a little bit more substantial. But we just beat the Ender Dragon last episode, so this is all incredibly new to me. Over there is the portal to go elsewhere in the end and have a look around. And we beat the Ender Dragon, of course. Got the Dragon Egg, got our Elytra, which we're wearing currently. And then this should just take us back home to home base. Boom. And there we are, full circle. I think that's about everything in our world. I mean, we've been other places and done other things, but that's the bulk of it. That's the main gist of what we're doing here. Now, when I started this world, I made a conscious decision that this was going to be, an aesthetic world. I was going to try and make everything look beautiful, and I've been trying to stick to that. There's still an awful lot to do, an awful lot to grow. I want to grow the village even more. I want to get even more librarians. I want to make like a double-decker super library. I want to do a lot of stuff in the end, make an ender farm, get a limited number of ender pearls. These are new to me as well in terms of a way of traveling around, but as well as the elytra, I find using ender pearls to get around the place super convenient. So I'm keen to keep doing that as much as possible. Boom. Oh, I missed the tower. Still getting used to doing that. But yeah, you get the idea. So, that's my world. I hope you like it. And if you want to see more of what we're going to be doing in this world, then please subscribe, because I'm only just scratching the surface of what I want to achieve here. I want to make an absolute metropolis out of this place. I want to explore everything and everywhere. There's still lots of stuff in the Nether and in the Ends to do as well that I've not even started. So this journey has only just begun. So I'd love it if you came along with me. And if you like this episode, please give us a like and subscribe, please. I would like to have a few more people in the community and giving me tips and advice as well on what we could do in this world. So chip on in and add all that stuff to the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care for now. Bye-bye.